Hi, my name is Ryan Lane, and welcome to my review channel. So for today's movie, I will be reviewing Mr. Malcolm's List, starring Freida Pinto, Sope Dirisu, and Zawe Ashton. Anyway, so this film tells the tale of, about Mr. Malcolm, played by Sope Dirisu, who is on the search for a woman to marry. And he doesn't just want any woman, he wants a woman that meets the criteria put on his list, which including, but not limited to, knowing how to have a good conversation, being forgiving, and knowing how to play music, etc. Anyway, one of the women he dates, Julia, played by Zawe Ashton, feels scorned and insulted by the idea of this list, and so she employs the assistance of a childhood friend from a boarding school for girls, Selena, played by Freida Pinto. Anyway, and so together they conspire to meet the criteria of this list, and then at the end of it, present a list of her own showing how he does not meet up to it. So, yeah, this film, it's competent, but it succumbs too much to rom-com cliches. Like, the very beginning, there's a whole sort of quote-unquote makeover montage where Selena's trained in the art of wooing Mr. Malcolm, and it's just boring. I could not really get into it. I was like, oh, can we move on already, please? It just did not interest me. And the parts of the dates where it felt like they were trying to check off the list, poetically enough, felt like the screenwriter was just trying to check off a list. It wasn't very compelling. But thankfully, once the film actually allows the characters to interact in a more organic manner, does the film become much more compelling. The characters have good chemistry with one another. They have Julia's more eccentric, outgoing personality is balanced out by Selena's more introverted and introspective personality, and Mr. Malcolm, while a bit arrogant, he is of the more introspective variety, and he does obtain some good character development that sands off his more arrogant edges. Unfortunately, the film, near the end of the film once again succumbs to more romance cliches, like the sort of the liar revealed trope. Plus, the film has its own take on the last-minute dash to the airport style, but instead of airports, it involves, horses and other technologies available circa in England 1818. Yeah, so, I mean, again, thankfully the cast is charming enough that these cliches didn't bother me a whole lot, but I still noticed them nevertheless. Also, the production value. The production value isn't very good for this movie. I don't know, at times it felt more like I was watching a school play than I was a movie. However, that said, the sets are well shot and the countryside is captured beautifully. Plus, and the costume design, it fits each character's personality well, so it has that to balance it out a little bit. Also, the humor. The humor has more misses than hits, and I think that's sort of due to the comedic timing. It feels like the actors, if they had just been like maybe a second faster than the beat, I feel like the jokes would have landed a bit funnier. However, there are a few hits, and there is one particular joke involving politics during a dinner party scene that is hilarious and that had me laughing from my belly. I was like, okay, alright, that was pretty good. So, yeah, with all that in mind, so despite having a cliched, uneven script, Mr. Malcolm's List does benefit from a charming cast and beautifully shot scenery and well-designed costumes. So, with all that in mind, I will be giving Mr. Malcolm's List 3 out of 5 stars. Anyway, thank you for watching. Have a good rest of your day.